Alright, welcome ladies and gents. So we're going to talk about One Piece on Netflix. Episode 1. I want to get my thoughts out initially, and then I'm just going to watch the whole season and then give you a wrap-up review. So, a little bit of a backstory. Some of you guys may not know, I've said it before on live streams, I actually really like anime. Really like anime. Like, it's just, that's my thing for me. I tend to watch it, and I don't tend to review it. It's just my thing, you know? And back in the day, goodness knows how long ago now, I stumbled across the One Piece anime. And I loved it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It has everything, to me, that an anime could, should, would have. The sort of intrigue, fantasy elements, the grounded core, the very clear-cut good, bad, and the weekly villain, I guess. I like the sort of villain of the week element of One Piece, or from what I remember it being. Now, I never picked up the manga, never ever picked up the manga, but I did really genuinely love the anime. There's a special place in my heart, just because I think it's quite a wholesome anime. Monkey D. Luffy is just a wholesome pirate, I guess, if there is such a thing. It's interesting. So, as that is a bit of a background, when it was announced that One Piece was going to be developed for Netflix, I was genuinely worried. Mainly just because anime, manga doesn't have a great track record being developed into live action. I did watch another anime I really loved, was Full Metal Alchemist. Both versions. Oh yes, there are two. But that as a live action adaptation, I didn't hate. I think they nailed the suit of armour. I think they absolutely got that. Yes. Epic. Genuinely epic. And lust and things like this, they nailed it. A lot of that stuff they really did get right. But it doesn't have a great track record, generally speaking. There's a lot of failures, and Netflix is especially bad for their failures when it comes to anime. And when I heard it was the same people behind Cowboy Bebop that were doing this, I was worried. And I think most people were. But then we started getting announcements from the creator of One Piece. I had final say on this. I made them redo this. I made them do shot for shot. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then I watched the trailer. And I wasn't massively enamoured with it, I'm not going to lie. Mainly because they got a lot right. Like, a lot of it looks absolutely fantastic. A lot of it is literally just directly translated from the manga to the anime to the live action. It looks incredibly well done, actually. But I was a bit like, I don't really see this actor as Monkey D. Luffy. I don't know why. It's a difficult... in fairness, it's a difficult character to cast for, quite frankly. But I just didn't get it. Anyway, I have now just watched episode 1 of One Piece. I thought it was really good. I had a very good time with it. Very good time with it. And initially, again, yes, I did not see the actor as Monkey D. Luffy. But towards the end, I was like, you know what, actually? Whether it's a like-for-like, shot-for-shot casting of Monkey D. Luffy, we'll put that to one side. But does this individual capture the heart of Monkey D. Luffy? Yes. Yes. Mannerisms, the heart, the soul, the sort of skittish, almost childlike, whimsical nature about very serious events. Nails it down pat. Very well done. And everything else was incredibly well done. The set design and the visual effects that they've got on board for this show is great. Now, I don't know how it's going to stack up moving forwards. There are some things which are directly translated, maniacal laughing, for instance. Does it always hold up? No, not really. But because you're immersed in the world and they do such a good job of immersing everything else and doing the translations direct, one for one, and it actually landing, the laughing, the maniacal laughing. I mean, this episode ended with Buggy laughing maniacally, and I'm like, I'm engrossed anyway. It doesn't land wholeheartedly, but I'm engrossed. It makes sense. It's not something which is off the wall, out of the blue. Does it look weird? No, it makes sense to me. Now, obviously, you've literally just listened to me talk for like 5 minutes. I can't show any footage, because Netflix loves a copyright claim, and I've already had a few videos copyright claimed, and they won't ever release them. So yes, this is just me chit-chatting about the show as a review. I do apologise. I just can't show any footage. It's just not. It's not worth the channel because you get copyright strikes and it's bad. But I really enjoyed this. The music was great. The acting is great. Very, very solid. And the costume design is actually probably the highest point for the show. And the set designs. It's absolutely great. It really stands up. It's so very good. And I think they nail each and every single character. Again, the mannerisms. Again, casting I think is quite subjective. There will be a lot of people that see that actor as Monkey D. Luffy. And Roanoke Zoro as well. They'll be like, yep, that's absolutely him. So I'm not going to go too harsh on the casting for now. You know, if there's any drastic weird changes moving forwards and it's like, ooh, that doesn't land, then I'll bring it back up at the end of my season 1 review. But I really enjoyed this episode 1, and if anyone has any like for anime, I would actually recommend it. Now again, some of it is a bit jarring because it is a live action remake of a manga / anime. Some of the VFX don't massively land, but I don't know whether that is because they are trying to directly translate like for like a manga anime to live action. You know, Monkey D. Luffy has eaten the devil fruit and has gum powers. It's the gum fruit. So he's Stretch Armstrong basically, and Gum Fisto, Gum Whip, I think it was. The Gum Fisto that we see, the first one where he punches Alvida caster was great actually, just as an FYI. I was wondering how they were going to do that. That was bang on casting. I think they nailed that. But the Gum Fisto, the visual effects of the stretchiness maybe doesn't land fully for me. I'm undecided at this point in time. But I wanted to do this video as a sort of a documentation of what I think first off, to then bring you my review. And obviously lots of people are binging this. They're hour-long episodes. I've got a lot of other things going on in my life, like a master's degree entry and stuff like that, like loads of other crap. So I can't dedicate a day to watching it. You know, I've got another 7 hours worth, I'm sure, because they're literally hour-long episodes. So I will watch it, and I will try to get through it this week, and then I'll give you my review at the end of the week. But I really did enjoy it, and I would recommend it. And that's about it. That's literally all I've got to say. I mean, Axe Hand Morgan was great. Again, could they have got a bigger person, you know, more muscular individual to take on that role? Yes. But did this individual capture the spirit of Axe Hand Morgan? Yes. Same as his son, the snivelling weed. Absolutely brilliant. They nailed it. On a lot of this stuff, I think they did a very, very, very good job. So, if you've seen it, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What is your connection with One Piece? Did you read the manga? Did you watch the original, the sort of anime that was released, like me? I'd love to hear it, so let me know down below. I'm going to go sweat elsewhere now because it's very hot in the UK. But cheers, guys. Leave your thoughts down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.